I live inside this van that I've converted into a camper van, and recently it broke down. This is how much it cost. I'll be honest, I was quite surprised. In fact, I was really surprised. We'll get to that slightly later because we've got a lot of other stuff to do today. We have got to basically build this van back up because it's been off the road for 4 days. We've got to get it sorted. You think they turned around to me really well and said, because this is a high value van, they've seen me on YouTube and the van's worth quite a bit, we're going to keep it inside the building, inside the actual garage overnight, and leave it there until we're ready, until we've got the parts, until we've got everything sorted to be able to actually do the work. That basically meant a problem that I never even expected. You see, quite easily, the van fitted in the workshop perfectly fine, and the fridge was still running, the Wi-Fi was still running, loads of other electrics were still running, but the van was just parked there for 4 days with no solar because it was inside the actual warehouse. So the leisure battery drained. So currently we are sat here loving the sun, and the sun's actually been up on the roof charging the solar panels. But this weekend I've got a mad adventure. I'm going to be spending a couple of nights on the highest mountain pass in England in -7-8 degrees Celsius. It's going to be absolutely mental. We've got a massive cold snap coming. There's going to be loads of snow. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But we've got to get the van sorted for it. The van is winter ready, just not Arctic weather. Busy day. Let's crack on. As always with my ADHD mind, I've had to make a list. Top of the list, I want to insulate the fuel tank and the water tank. I've got some insulation to do that with. I want to clean my garage out because that's an absolute disgrace. I've got to unblock the sink. Ah, right, yes. So the sink just there, when I connected up the wastewater tank, the silicone that I used actually blocked off the sink, so I could do with getting that sorted. I've got to plug in all my electrics, get them all charged. I've got to wash all my clothes, they're currently washing, fill my water. I want to find some rock salt, and I've had an Amazon delivery for that shovel, so that's half done. I've got to get a week's worth of food because I'm actually going to be up in the middle of absolutely nowhere for 8 days or so. So I've got to get that sorted. Oh, I've got my HGV case studies. It's just another test to become a HGV driver. I've got to do my research on that because that test is on Friday just before I go. Got my new camera bag, got to get that all sorted. I've got a sliding door stopper. That's quite a cool little thing. I'll show you that. It basically stops the sliding door from opening all the way. It just opens halfway, but then you can bump it over it and open it all the way if you want. I've got that to do. And I've got to basically charge all my electrics. I kid you not, I got rid of about 100 kilo worth of kayak, what else? Camping equipment. I got rid of all that out the back of the van. So far I've basically near enough emptied the garage out, and I've insulated the water tank. The water tank's under there, and I've just insulated it with a roll mat, basically just to wrap it all the way around. Next one, I've got to insulate this, just because diesel goes a bit jowl-like. So all I've got is some sticky dodo mat, sort of thermal insulation. I'm just going to go around. I'm not going to cover it all the way around. I'm going to leave a little strip so that I can see exactly how much fuel is actually in there. And now I've got to go through all this stuff, plus all the stuff down there, just to try and sort everything out to get it all back in a perfect position. And I've got to try and reroute my electric hookup cable because I want the box over there to go inside and the cable just to come out over the back. Anyway, I've got to fanny about with that. I just had one of my friends pop round, and this is the thing when you're working on a driveway at your partner's house. You've got loads of friends just randomly drive past. Oh, he's home, I'm going to go say hi. One of my mates just popped down. He's got a YouTube channel and he's got some new stickers, so he's just gave me that. Fantastic Times. Check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. He's quite cool, to be fair. It's good old Keith. But that's what I meant with the fuel tank for the diesel heater. I've got this gap down here just so I can see exactly how much I've got in it, and I've just insulated the whole thing all the way around. Dodo mat thermal liner, that's insulated down there, the water tank. So I'm going to stick this sticker up, run that cable, and then try and figure out how I'm going to put everything back in here and sort out everything, because I've got everything everywhere. I mean, I've got tools in one box that should be in a different box. I've got bags there with some tools in that should be going in a different box. I've got stuff in there that shouldn't be in there. I'm going to put Keith's sticker just there. Yeah, let me know if you've got a sticker you want to send. I can whack it in. I've already got a few kicking around up here. Good old Steps to Adventure. There's his old sticker, Fantastic Times. He actually pranked me and stuck that on my back wheel. Wheeliums, they do the spare wheel carrier on the back, and my one. The charger thing didn't go to plan. It just wouldn't fit in the actual unit that I had planned for it, so I've altered it. That's the power unit that I'm using. So it's the Allpowers R2500. That's what that is. So it's basically what I'm using as an inverter. So I've got my electric hookup cable coming in down there. I've got that plugged into the house at the moment, into a junction box sort of thing. Off there, it's running straight into this to charge this. As you can tell, it's charging by 485 watts at the minute. I've got my jump pack, that's charging. Now that is basically just a jump pack to help jump start cars. I'm going up into stupidly cold conditions over the weekend. I'm going to need that, so that's on charge. I've then got that running directly to an extension lead plug within the van. Have a look, just there. Press that, you pull that up, poof, there's all your plugs on the side. This next one involves this cool little piece of plastic just here. It's a 3D printed piece of plastic that's got a little dip in it. You can see just, I don't know if it's going to focus, but yeah, it's got a little dip in it. What's that for? Well, this is just a little gadget that I saw on Facebook. I think it's a Facebook page called Campervan. They're I'll link it in the description down below. They're a campervan conversion company, and I think they 3D printed this. It's got double-sided sticky tape on it. It's got a slope going up to a dip and then a dip. Now, can you see the ball at the bottom of the sliding door? Well, it basically just sits inside there. So you can have your sliding door open, it'll bump over the little lip just there and sit in the little groove. So you can lock your door, or at least jam your door halfway open. Now, I've already been up, I've already alcohol cleaned it, so I'm just going to stick it down and try it out. I've dropped it just there. And why there? Because it's level with the end of the unit. So hopefully, in theory, oh yeah, so there we go. The door just sits halfway open perfectly fine. I'm well chuffed with that. And then it's really not that much of a struggle to shut it all the way. It shuts perfectly all the way. It opens to halfway, and now it goes all the way. I'm well chuffed. It's little tiny 3D printed gadgets like that I absolutely love. Next one is quite simply screen wash, solely because it says it goes to -10. But while I'm doing this, now it's already got water in it, so I don't really need to dilute it, but I'll tell you quickly what actually happened to the van and how much it actually cost me to repair. What's better? They did a good job. So what actually happened was quite ingenious. I say that, it was quite lucky in a roundabout way. You know me, I like to try and find a silver lining over everything. Basically, my water pump exploded. The internals of it exploded, it blew out a bearing, it was pouring water out of that bearing. This was booked into VW to get the timing belt and water pump done. It went at 90,000 miles, which is estimated it'll go at 131. So it went earlier than expected, so I've got to keep that in mind for future. But VW quoted me $778 to get this water pump done and dusted with them, and it was a 6-week wait until it could get done. I phoned up the only garage that would actually take me to actually have a look, Motormech, and they took it in straight away, said your water pump's gone, we'll sort you a new one out, you got to leave it with us for 3 or 4 days. Yep, not a problem. He said I don't know how much it's going to cost, solely because I don't know what other damage has been done, so we'll just get it done and we'll sort it out afterwards. Not a problem. Great. They phoned me up, it's all done, and I was like, now it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That means you've been working on it for 4 hours and you've already got it done. VW quoted me 7 hours to get it done, 7 hours worth of labour. So what did these guys do? Well, I've got my breakdown. How much did it cost me? So the remove and replace parts listed below, which is the timing belt kit and water pump. The timing belt kit and water pump was £191. The removal, basically the labour to do it, was £315. That means a grand total of £607 to get it done. I saved myself basically 170 quid by this happening. Not just a good job, but a job that was good enough, and they saved me and they helped me out to the point where I'm going to always keep using them again. The amount of mileage I do, they're going to get quite a chunk of work out of me, and I'm going to recommend them because they really did go out of their way to help me out. It's slowly coming back together. At the back over there, I've put all the stuff that I don't use every day. Underneath the chairs just there, I've got all my firewood, my fire pit, all that sort of stuff, my ladders, all my tools. I've sorted out those boxes. Got my bike and a few bits over there. But this was just bugging me a little bit, and this is one thing I like. So it's only charging by 500 watts, and it says down there it's going to take 5 hours to charge fully. So what I've done, I've just opened up the All Powers app. Going into settings, I can change the mode from mute mode to fast mode, and then watch the difference. So if we go back, look at the wattage change just there, if it'll focus. It's gone, well, we'll go down there. So the input wattage is now 1000 watts. So that's doubled its speed. I've come in to try and sort my camera bag, get it all nice and organised, and I sort of got out all of my camera stuff, and I'm sat now thinking, hold on a second, I don't think it's all going to fit. I mean, we've got the Akaso Brave 8, the new GoPro action camera, plus all the accessories, plus more accessories. Then we've got the other little Akaso that I've got just there. That's got more accessories and more accessories. Accessories like they'll stick on the side of the van, so I can stick it on the side of the van, get some nice rolling shots. I've got my DJI microphones. I've got more batteries for the Akasos. I've got the Canon camera, just the whole actual DSLR. I've got all the brackets, all the fixings. I've got a gimbal for my phone. I don't think I'm going to use that. I've got a little mini tripod. I've got a big tripod over there. I've got more stuff just over there. I've got me DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I don't know why I've got a spare controller for the drone, but even at that, I've got a drone to fit in there too. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it all in an organised kind of fashion. I mean, I've got like 35 different accessories just in that box alone, and all the other accessories that are lying around here. This is going to be interesting. Thinking if I organise it all so that batteries are all in one spot, chargers for those batteries are all in one spot, then accessories that I'm going to use while I'm out hiking can stay in the bag, but the accessories that I'm going to use while I'm driving, I can store them actually in the van in the front. That's what I'm thinking for that. Then all the others, I don't know how I'm going to fit the drone in with all this, but we'll try. The light's starting to fade, so I'm going to finish off here. Catch me on the next one where we're going on this mad adventure. We're going to be on the highest point of the highest mountain pass in England, and it's going to be the coldest night of winter so far. It's going to drop down to like -7 on top of that summit, and I can't wait, and I'm going to be spending a few days there, so join us for that.